that this is Live Tupac, a CD of Tupac. When I'm playing my game, you better believe something's changed, something in the range, and something's gotta feel me up and down. You better believe it's just the chopper sound, chopping them, chopping, chopping them, chopping, chopping them, chopping, chopping them around, and spinning all around in circles. The only thing that was rubbing up and down on my chest was the back of a AK-47. Better believe I sent him straight to heaven. It's war veteran. I got the White Bears vest. I'm ready just to put him to the test. Anytime you gotta see me, come and get it right. Blowing my money, keep my money stacks tight, my money bundles. I'm in the hustle, I'm in the bundle down. That's a promise in this town. I've got the big wheels spinning all around with them fools. Breaking all the rules. You better believe I got them old tools. Coming down and all about my sisters. You better watch out about being a mister, kind of twisting all around all my family. And watch out for all my tragedies. That's a promise you gotta like that upon the damaged trees. You gotta come back with Tupac, Tupac, Tupac. And it's alive in the jumbo jives. You better believe we're spending it all the way to chicken and fries. Way up in heaven, war veteran, and I got my 9mm and my 45s ready. Cocked back and all the way through the Serengeti, I'm gonna blast them. And that's a promise. Blast them, blast them, blast them, blast them, blast them. And that's Tupac's words. It's a promise. What you get is what you deserve. You gotta get something in the curves of all your hairdo lines. I cut them back just fine. I got it like a Nike sign. I checked them off. And that's a promise with the boss way up high in heaven. War veteran with Tupac, Tupac, Tupac. One more road is to cross. One more is to take. One more life in the city, like I got a move to make. I'ma make my town, I'ma make my rounds, make my grounds, make my fucking day a little bit better. Blowing my money cheddar, that's a promise. You can go ahead and count it up and stack my stacks. You promise you can handle that? You can't handle something that I set up on a mantle like all my ashes. You can go ahead and count my stashes for all my stash spots and all my exits. You can go ahead and hit me up from my brand new necklace if you find it on me. That's a promise. That is diamond in my purse. What's worse is kind of missing my necklace sometimes, and it kind of hurts. It kind of hurts with the Hershey squirts, and it's something that you got to squirt out of the Hershey's milk chocolate bottle sometimes into the white milk, and that's a promise. My dressing drawers are all silks. I'm wearing them down, and I promise you I'm up in heaven. I love Jesus Christ of Nazareth, war veteran, war veteran, war veteran. I love Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Upon Lazarus. And who really talking to me in this motherfucking bitch? I promise you it's Tupac. And I switched. I'm switching with the White Bears vest. I promise you upon my chest I hit a ball. I cracked it all the way out. And that's what it is in the deep down south. I had to go ahead and play my game. Everything is pure solid gold, and I'm not the same. I'm covered with diamonds, and the check piece is all the check spot. And all the necklaces getting hot. I promise you all, my rocks are getting really, really hot up in the spot. Hot spots, top hot spots. All the way micro dots. I got it way deep down. I'm dipping in pots. I got it. Go ahead and grab the lobsters off. I go ahead. I'm the boss. I promise you it's Tupac, Tupac, Tupac. And holla at me. Ain't a woman alive that could take my mama's place. Surrounded by thugs in the school. Hanging with the big boys, breaking all the rules. It was a class and it was a dismissal. I had the military armor and my missiles. I was ready, war ready, war ready, war ready. Way up in heaven. War veteran with the White Bears vest. I cracked the ball all the way to the golden oak tree leaves. They give you something what you need. I promise you it's triple C's. Up in this motherfucking bitch, you better believe it. With Tupac and James Joseph Ramos singing down from heaven all the way to earth. It gives you what it's worth. I promise you that's really truly all the way up high. Up in the sky, I'm flying by on the sky rise. I got the hot ride spinning around my rims with the flames coming out the back. Hot coals dropping to the ground. Leaving only just the chopper sound with my 45 cocked back. Better believe it's Tupac, and I'm a really, really true ace cat. With my red bandana, I'ma really come down on that. Come down with all that pressure. And you better believe there's something that I gotta stretch them. Stretch them out on the stretcher sometimes. But always saying my prayers, White Bear, let them go to heaven. That's a promise right there, war veteran. Tupac, Tupac, Tupac. War veteran, Tupac, Tupac, Tupac. This is a true, real song from Tupac. All that was flow lyric. that this is the first real true song from Tupac that's on his CD, Blast on Them. I'm gonna blast on them niggas, blast on them niggas, blast on them niggas, blast on them niggas, and I got them triggers ready. You better believe in the Serengeti. This is the only one that's ready, ready, Tupac. Tupac with the pots, you mixing it up. I promise you, you better get tough. I'm gonna blast on them niggas, blast on them niggas, blast on them niggas, blast on them niggas. And I got my figures added up in the back of the trucks. The angels dust up. Couldn't even hold my lust. Couldn't even hold my trust and my looks. I'm really catching them like snooks. It's the ace cats, ace cats, ace cats. I'm coming back. I'm gonna blast on them niggas, blast on them niggas, blast on them niggas, blast on them niggas, blast on them niggas. And you better believe all my triggers is ready. Cock back with my 45 9mm in my hands, ready to bust back anytime. And you promise you got it on the shine lines of all your haircut. That's a promise upon way high in war veteran. That's a high heaven to go to if you ready to get blasted, dude. That's Tupac live. To a weird family, just watch out for all your tragedies. You're really missing up something deep in the hood. Something really good is counting paper, counting cash. Counting paper, counting cash. That's a promise upon all my friend pawns, my diamond pawn. And all my pawns in the pond, you better believe in the river. Used to swimming in the river, white bear shiver. You really gotta go and get it like Tupac. You wanna go and blast on them, go and laugh on them, go and touch them in the casket. You better believe I got the game master. We really whipping it up, I promise you, in them brand new trucks and them brand new cars. Taking it all the way to the stars. We flying all the way through. I'm flying by with the high rise, with the rims still spinning around, with the flames coming back out, hot coals falling down. And that's Tupac live, with the flames still spinning all around in the rims right now, with the hot coals falling to the ground. Hot coals in my chest, hot coals with the 9mm, put it to the rest peace in the rest peace streets and my beats, my Pete's Texas Pete meats. And I'm boxing up these meat packages. I'm really laughing all my damages off. You promise you the boss. Who is it? Tupac with James Joseph Raymer, the applesauce. Now see, the applesauce boss giving all the new lyric legends. I'm giving blessings. I'm giving you something that'll teach you in a lesson. Adolescence, I promise you upon my chest and everything that's inside all my lesson, please. I promise upon the oak tree leaves. I'm coming at you full blast, Tupac. Please slow down in your brand new car. It's a show off. I gotta do it like that. I gotta go, dog. I gotta blast on them. Tupac, I promise you, I'm gonna teach you a lesson. It's something there, I promise you. It's beyond the Smith & Wesson. There's something in your mind called a Bugatti covered with diamonds. Pure solid gold, you got the rhyming chiming. I know you're really there listening. You're really listening and hissing. But wait till you get that car inside you. I gotta mention, I'm laying blessings down like Lincoln Logs. That's the promise upon all my chalks. I like the chalk line. I just promise some of my designs. I could go ahead and take it a little higher. Go ahead, Tupac. Eating eggs for breakfast and they kept me alive. It's the Jumbo Jobs. Come on, please, it's Tupac one more time. You really want a lesson? Come and get your testing. And all your Nike lessons, I promise you, I checked them off like Nike bars. You paying the cost. You had to floss with me, right or wrong. You had to go my way. I promise you, when paid the cash deal. Come on, man, you know that's a fact. I paid you about 100 million cash, then you paid me 100 million too. We split it down the middle, dude. Don't ever forget how much I love you. That's a promise. How much I shoved you in. That's what it is. I promise you, with the cash flying everywhere. Tupac. That's all rap music from Tupac live. Up in Heaven with James Joseph Raymer, war veteran. 2 archangels here with a White Bears vest. Very powerful. And that truthfully is worth a lot of money. I scaled it and graded it. And that's a promise with James Joseph Raymer with Tupac live. It's worth over $30 billion cash. I marked it, graded it, signed it, and all the way promoted it, and I checked it out. $30 billion cash. It just went up over like 300 billion. We're going to keep it at 300 billion cash. I love Jesus Christ of Nazareth. That's my promise. That's live. James Joseph Raymer with Tupac up in heaven. Live Tupac. Warner Brothers Studio Mega Default document. Tupac live with James Joseph Raymer up in heaven document. A heaven document sent. Sent to heaven. I promise you forever, war veteran Tupac.